not for him. All right, guys. So here's my wife's description of them starting their relationship up to 2015. Okay, so 2007, Michelle, who was an atheist at the time, I believe, someone invited her to go to Sam's Bible studies. He actually persuades her to convert to Christianity. That's in 2007. They began dating in early 2008. So they started dating, guys. Here's the description. One day, he asked Michelle to tell him how many men she had been with. She shared her past with the thought that she was confessing to her spiritual mentor. In other words, this is the guy who led her to Christ. And so she shares her past with him. So she shared her past with the thought that she was confessing to her spiritual mentor. He was outraged at the thought that she had been with these other men and demanded she have sex with him, saying in these words, "If you don't have sex with me right now, then get out of my house." Michelle began crying on the bed and said, "I'm changed now. I don't want to have sex until I get married." Sam walked over to the bed, pulled down Michelle's pants while she was crying, and had sex with her while she was lying there passively and crying. AP, I want to know if you reacted to that the same way my wife did when she heard it. What do you call that?
Rape.
That's how my wife reacted to it. She's like, Michelle's like, yeah, I mean, she's telling her how, like, she's sharing with her how messed up things have been with Sam. And hey, he found out, I've been with other guys, and he told me, well, you have to do with me what you did with them. I said, but I'm a Christian now. I don't want to do that now. I don't want to do that to him. No, you have to.
Are you freaking serious?
Yep. This is the guy who threatens everyone to expose them. I keep all the dirt on you. It's what he just said. You just saw it. Someone needs to stand up to that. Do your worst, dude. Do your worst. But be a man and come at me, not after your ex-wife. Freaking coward. Anyway. So he demanded she have sex with him. She said no. He pulled her pants down and cried the entire time that he had sex with her. Then what happened? The next day, he insulted her, saying that she was loose and he didn't want to be with her anymore. So, guys, just follow the pattern here, because it's sort of a big picture of everything he does. Uses the Bible to get you in, and oh wow, this guy's so knowledgeable and stuff like this, and then he uses it to control and abuse you. So the next day,
well, hold on a second. So according to this account, and you said this is what his ex-wife shared with your wife, and which you kept
when they were friends. Yep.
Until this. So
yeah. So keep in mind, they were married. They were married when my wife's finding out about this. They're married, right? So it's not like
according to her account. Mm-hmm. So he was married at that point. He was married at that point to her. So she was married, and when
she's telling my wife this stuff, yes.
When she told this story, and according to her account, before they were married, Sam asked her about how many men she had been with, and then told her that she has to have sex with him too.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to.
She said no.
So he forced her and raped her. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep. Keep your insults to yourself. We don't need them. Not going to help anything. And we've got more to go through. So the next day he insulted her, saying she was loose and he didn't want to be with her anymore. After he had sex with her, he didn't want to be with her anymore. Right? He said that men should be warned away from her. Said he's gonna go tell men to stay away from her because, hey, she's easy. She laid there and let me pull her pants off. He said that men should be warned away from her, and Michelle, being afraid of having her past exposed by Sam and humiliated, and of being ostracized by the Assyrian community, and believing that she had no other choice in a life partner but to be with Sam, since he was the first person she had sex with since becoming a Christian, begged Sam to stay with her. The verbal abuse began to get worse. Sam would call Michelle whore. This is before they're married. The verbal abuse began to get worse. Sam would call Michelle whore and daughter of Satan. Does that sound like something Sam would do? Calling horrible names, horribly hurtful names. Through this, Michelle tried to leave him and break up. She eventually realized this is toxic. Maybe I shouldn't be with this guy. Through this, Michelle tried to leave him and break up. One of those times was May 25th, 2008. She had already broken it off, but he kept pestering her with phone calls. Finally, Michelle gave in because he persuaded her that God wanted them to be together. You see this? You see what he does? Michelle gave in because he persuaded her that God wanted them to be together and that Satan was speaking through her family and friends to prevent this. Her family and friends were saying, you need to get away from this guy. This guy is toxic. Get away from him. What does he do? He convinces her that Satan was speaking through her family and friends to prevent their marriage. He told her, take a step of faith, Michelle. Take a step of faith. You got to have faith in him. That in spite of everyone telling you this guy's seriously screwed up and you need to be as far away from him as possible, he convinced her you got to have faith. Got to have faith, and it's God's will for us to be together. Everyone ready? Michelle's family did not approve of the relationship, and Sam began to feed into Michelle's mind that her family were not true Christians and did not have her best interests at heart. He would belittle all of her acquaintances and tell Michelle about all their sins. They come to Sam as a spiritual mentor. Sam's the spiritual mentor. What's he doing? He's saying, you can't trust this person. This person's evil. This person, do you know what this person has done?
Pause. I want to remind everybody about what Sam has said for years about your wife, David. I want to remind everybody, and lots of people might have heard this, because Sam seems to be for some reason obsessed with David's wife, whom I have met, who is a wonderful person. But Sam has repeatedly over the years said that David's wife is the best woman ever, that she's an angel, that she's a saint, that she's pure, that she's wonderful, that she's absolutely amazing, that she's the best woman one can wish for. No idea how she ended up with David. That she's so fantastic, so awesome, so beautiful, so this, so that. He couldn't stop praising your wife, David, as a saint, as a wonderful woman to trust and to rely upon. And she's delivering us this.
Yep. And so, I'm getting tons of messages like this. He's trying to take the stream down by flagging it with his cult. He's telling everyone, go flag the stream. So guys, if this stream comes down, you know what happened. He was successful in flagging it, and he's got his drones. All right, let's continue until it gets taken down, because Sam doesn't want this exposed. Guess what? Too late, dude. Too late. You started it.
I'm a new Christian. I'm in no position to make such judgment but from my observation, and God forgive me, I don't believe that this guy is a Christian.
That's what my wife thinks, and he always, she's so great. He tries to contact me through her. She don't even believe he's a Christian. She believes he's totally fake because of his behavior that she's aware of. Oh, by the way, let me know if the stream cuts out or something, because sometimes apparently people don't even notice and they keep talking for an hour and stuff.
Good morning. So the reason I find this significant, and people should be warned about people like this, because they're using Christianity to abuse other people, vulnerable women especially, I think is sick. The thing that was the most disturbing to me about this, that shows how much help he needs, let's say, is that letter is from 10 years ago. And I personally, I guess there can come a point where you have to share things you know about someone if it gets to a certain point. I think people should keep things private. But I mean, this guy's really popular. A lot of people defend him doggedly and blindly. And so, you know, the fact that he had spiritual, what's the word I'm looking for? He converted her, and then it disclosed her past him, and then how he used that to manipulate her, and then how he came upon her when she was trying to be a Christian, and she was looking up to him, and he had that abuse of power. And any man that can have sex with a woman who just said no, and she's weeping, is seriously disturbed. Seriously disturbed. The fact that you could do that to another human being in that under those circumstances, and he's only seemed to have gotten worse over the years, and so beware. You can share this video. I put the original video in there. Pretty sick.